Previously on PolyArmoury.
You find yourself standing in a large oblong room full of what looks like statues, and you appear to have a piece of paper in your hand. It's very quiet in here. With each footfall, you see sort of a flickering of coloured lights from the far end of the room. But as you get close to one of the figures, that looks like they're sort of frozen mid-dance. Out of the corner of their mouth go, "Don't move." You notice a couple of other people appearing near the doorway. There's a, "What the bloody hell?" And there is a rush of movement. Something almost knocks you over. And then you hear like a and all of a sudden there is this blinding, strobing light right in your eyes.
Oh, I hate it.
The flashing lights, they seem to run along the back of this very long body. It's sort of snake-like, but not Yuan-Ti because it doesn't have any arms. There's like a hood, like a cobra hood, but usually you would have, like, the head of the cobra would be at the top of that hood. This has something like a head slightly above that, and there appears to be some kind of device strapped to the top of that. Something metal? As the hood unfurls, you just get this strobing effect, like white flashes in like bars along the hood.
So you want to create like a rave to see if the dance snake will go along with it?
Yeah, I'm hoping that it's like, hey, you don't have to enslave me into dancing and joining the party. I will do so of my own accord. Look, I brought a party with me. Look. I can party with you, Snake.
It unfurls its hood and just booms this blinding white light. You don't know what happens after that because you're completely frozen in a dabbed pose, so you look stunning.
I really fucked up. Yay!
Oh no.
Just rips his piece of paper in half, balls them up into little wads, plucks his ears up in the hopes that if that boom is anything, then they will help, shuts his eyes, and starts running for where the little lights are coming from.
You are knocked prone by its body.
I'm gonna fucking bite it.
Okay, you bite it. You vaguely hear the sounds of something booming above you, because paper, not that much of a thing. And through your eyeballs, through your eyelids, you can see the flickering of lights.
But I'm still biting it.
For this precise second, yes. You hit button 8 and the whole room becomes completely blinding white.
Ah.
You can't help but blink.
Uh-huh.
There is a loud shriek and the creature vanishes up onto the back of the stage and through a curtain anyway.
Oh.
It looks like you've turned the house lights on.
I see.
Am I still frozen in place?
Yeah. What's going on? We was come down the elevator and all my stuff's gone.
There was a rave snake.
Oh, what?
A rave snake.
Right. I've obviously missed a lot all that time I was in prison.
Flashing lights, dancing, magic snake.
Sounds like Fairy Forest. Used to go there years ago.
Oh, I've been there. I had quite an eventful night there.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. I'm in the backstage area,
You
right?
appear to be in some sort of backstage area.
Any sign of snake. I'm going to cast Speak with Animals again and attempt to, in Snake, go, "Is that you back there, Supastaa?"
When the lights come up, the night is over. My night is over. I have reigned for 100 years.
I mean, look, I'm sure you put on a great party, but isn't a party better when everyone there is consenting to being there? I'm sure there are people who would love to come to one of your parties. Not so much if they can't move the second that they enter.
People who can move can leave.
Yeah, but they also can't dance and have a good time, which is really want to have a party. But you've got to make sure that the people that don't want to dance can go.
Fine. You hear a sound in the other room.
Does that sound like doors unlocking, perhaps?
As a certain doors unlocking-y sort of vibe.
Duster is going to attempt to help this effort by shouting, "Everyone, freedom party!" and seeing if anyone wants to join in.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to Stone Monkey Radio and Curiosity Epidemic's PolyArmoury. We're back.
We're back.
Yay!
Everybody's, it's 7 a.m. Everyone's really tired.
It's 7
Been out-
p.m. Everyone's very tired. It's
She's
7
very
a.m.
tired. Get off her
Super
back.
tired.
It's 7 a.m. You've just come out of the rave.
Ah!
Everyone's exhausted. Maybe got like a cup of coffee from a nearby.
Oh,
place.
you got me. I got confused between the reality and the fiction.
Oh,
nice.
now everyone knows when we record.
We record it somewhere around 7 p.m. in a time zone.
7:30.
That was 20 minutes ago. We're doing great.
We're very professional.
It's fine.
So, how's everyone doing? You've had a level up?
We have had a level up.
Oh yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like an hour ago.
Can't talk about mine.
Let's
I
talk
had
about
a-
level ups, baby. Let's talk about all your spells.
Brilmara, not much has changed. I get some extra health points. I get my first 5th level spell slots. That's pretty cool.
Ooh.
Any good ones?
I now have Hold Monster as a
Just
spell.
like rock them gently, or
Something like that. It's more like you paralyze them and they have to keep doing wisdom saves, otherwise they stay stuck paralyzed, which is real cool.
you wrap them up in a blanket and they're burrited, and it's like, no, they cannot escape.
Something like that. I also get a new invocation, which is pretty cool. I now can cast, where is it? I can now cast Detect Magic without expending a spell slot. So that can be useful for things.
Fancy.
I did consider a 5th level spell slot, that, like, I thought, oh, maybe there's a cool application of this, and I'm not going to take it yet, but I might still do.
Ooh.
Which is Scrying, which might be my next one to pick up.
Yeah.
Where you can spy on a person from a distance for 10 minutes, but depending on how well or little you know them, there's buffs and debuffs, and my plan of spy on thoughts and from a distance would have a lot of debuffs involved that would make it, like, very hard for me to succeed at. Maybe I'll try another time.
Suck it and see.
I didn't want my first 5th level spell slot to be try and spy on a person who I probably can't spy on yet.
But it only works on people.
It only works on people.
So what you're saying is you couldn't scry me a river.
You can have inspiration for that.
That's my level up. I've got
Nice.
health, I can hold monsters now, and I can detect when things are magic, which, as we get closer to Thornton, the answer's probably just going to be yes all the time. Detect magic, yes.
Yes.
Is it magical? How about now? Now?
I like to think that Brilmara's just walking down the hallways post-rave, just being like, is that magic? Is that magic?
Oh.
Is that magic?
Oh.
I imagine that could be a
all
very
the magical things.
comforting activity. Just to ow. Sorry.
That didn't sound
Oh, no.
comforting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's under the opposite of comforting.
It's nice to sometimes just walk and be like, I'm not sure about that. Magic? Yeah!
Magic, hey, magic friends.
I'd like to imagine that you've got like a tiny little pile of slightly magic rocks. Like a spell was cast near them once. That's about the extent of it, but it's a little bit magic.
It's my little bag of maybe magics. I've got my little bag of maybe magics.
Oh, that's adorable.
Magics. Who wants to go next?
My level up is fairly fast. I'm a barbarian, so I got more hit points and I can hit things more good now.
Excellent.
Now, when I roll a crit, I can chuck an extra dice to get a bit more bonus damage, and that's it.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, heck.
And don't you already have a thing that means that more numbers count as crits? Is that a thing you have?
I think that's a fighter thing.
I don't know why I thought you had that.
Ooh, what about you then, Nick? What did you get?
Oh, well, now D can bring people back from the dead, but for real, not 1 HP and then die instantly again.
Oh, heck.
I still sometimes think about the Ganlers.
Oh, yes. You really mashed those corpses together, huh?
It's like that scene in Saving Private Ryan.
What, where they brought Ganley back to life with 1 HP?
I don't remember anyone crying in a puddle of monster energy.
It was stabilizing, a medic was stabilizing a guy, and he was like, yeah, you're gonna be okay, and then he, like, exploded. And...
Yeah.
Tale as old as time.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds marvellous. I'm so happy for you all. You are heading south, back towards your homes again. You're back underground. It's much more homely again. Brilmara hasn't had to use sun cream for days.
Oh,
Hooray.
I can take the sunglasses off.
Can?
I'm getting a nice shade tan.
Yeah, you're getting a nice cave tan.
I'm soaking in the darkness.
But maybe leave those on just for kicks, though.
Just to be cool.
What if I replace them with like lenses that look like they're dark, but actually they don't darken my vision at all? Because otherwise it'd be very dark in it. Actually, I've got dark vision. It's fine. I
Yeah,
can
you've
keep
got
the
superior
sunglasses
dark
on.
vision. Except now you can only see 60 feet instead of 120.
Black light sunglasses. You know how you have like blue light glasses?
So you can see all the cum stains.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Wrong kind of black
this
light.
is the underdark. I will be blinded if I can see the cum stains.
Is that
Never
magic?
mind.
Oh no!
I don't know. Well, I wouldn't call it magic. It's hepatitis.
It's a gummy magic.
The person might have thought it was magical at the time they produced it.
So, yeah, you've had a few days heading south, and you're still largely travelling with a procession of other people you freed.
Mhm.
You managed to catch up with them after your bonus rave time. But after a couple of days, you come to the first big cave. And you'll know, cave like this, it's where people live. These are towns. These are cities.
Mhm.
But there's no lights on. And there's a sickly sweet smell. And anyone who's got dark vision
I do.
can see destroyed buildings,
Yeah.
rubble.
Is it just the whole town has been levelled, or is there still any hope there might be people here? Maybe insight on that?
Roll insight, sure.
Yeah. I want to be like, is this just beyond saving, or 16 on insight?
Does not seem like it.
Yeah.
It seems like this was one of the towns that Thorson hit on the way south.
Yeah.
And anyone who was here, probably not here anymore. But during your investigation, one thing you do notice is you previously went to, I think it was Turtown, after that had been hit, and there was that distinct smell of barbecue. There were, slightly charred corpses everywhere.
Yeah.
There's none of that here.
Are there no corpses at all?
Not a body in sight. No bodies anywhere.
On a side note, I need to verbalise this pun that I have in my head. I don't think it's a pun that you've intended. Barbecue smell in town that Thorson has hit. I then got to Thor, and then to George Thorman Grill. Thorson has barbecued everyone.
Oh, that's nasty.
That is nasty, but I had that in my head, and I had to get it out
Thank you for
somehow.
exercising that.
Sometimes you just need to say the thing so that the ghost will leave you be.
That's fair.
Totally, 100%. There's some disquiet from some of the people in the procession. Clearly this was people's homes or family members' homes, but it's all gone.
How is there any other evidence of like carbon scoring?
No, I mean, there's carbon everywhere from where all the fireballs were thrown and destroyed all the buildings.
How old does it look?
6 months,
Okay.
maybe a bit longer.
Can I roll survival to try and fathom out where the bodies went? Like, did something eat them? Is there something awful
Okay.
stuck to the ceiling going to drop down on our idiot heads? 15.
There are sort of track marks.
Oh, I hate those. Things leave those, and that implies things.
You don't recognise them. There's sort of just lines through the soot on the floor.
Lines like dragging, or lines like some sort of gelatinous thing?
Nothing gelatinous. It's more like someone's taken a stick and just dragged it through some sand or something. Imagine like walking along the beach and you're dragging a stick behind you and just making little lines behind you.
The sort of tracks that a unicyclist could leave.
Oh my god, it's
yes.
a wild unicyclist. Everyone be on your guard.
Yep, forget the purple worm, the Underdark's greatest enemy.
Yeah,
the
we never told the
unicyclist.
backstory of the demon unicyclists of the Underdark.
Demon.
I mean, I'm not on fancy shows like Dice Funk, so...
The most dangerous form of transportation, the unicycle.
Mm-hmm.
You know how on Earth we have like, the most dangerous game. In the Underdark, that's just unicyclists.
Just unicyclists.
Sorry.
The problem of living in our modern age is that you say unicyclist, and instead of thinking about someone on like a proper unicycle, I'm imagining like one of those people on that like the single wheel with the foot plates on either side that just sort of lean.
Oh, those, yeah.
Like a Segway, but it's just a wheel.
Oh,
Yes.
And
the
they're always
hoverboard.
just too damn fast.
Yeah, the one where it's just one wheel in the middle rather than one wheel on either side, yeah.
I thought you were gonna say that you just imagined that. Oh shit! It that boy me.
I mean, it's the Underdark, so it's Nestle Croak on a unicycle. Oh shit!
Eat that Nestle Croak.
Oh shit! Eat that boy.
So everyone's homes are gone.
Everyone's homes. Well, everyone who was from this town, and they're slowly gathering themselves together and heading on south some more. And you join them, trundling along the road. There's now like a real sense of just like sadness from everyone. Like it's really brought home just how much destruction Thorson caused. And after a day or so more, you come across another big cave. Another huge empty cave with not a bone amongst them, not a corpse, much the same, destroyed.
Again with the unicycle?
Again with the unicycle.
Is that the barbecue smell this time, or just the sweet smell?
There is a bit of the sweet smell.
Okay. More, less, or equal to last town?
Slightly more.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe could we investigate the rubble a little bit, or at
Sure.
the very least allow the people who are from this settlement to kind of make peace or find what they need.
So what are you looking for?
Dee's thoughts are that a fireball from above wouldn't necessarily hurt people who were indoors, or maybe even in basements. So there might be a chance that people who were inside were okay, and if they were, and they're still not here, then that means somebody came through, which it looks like, but still.
Okay, well, you go into the most of a house that you can find.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously the door's completely gone off of it. There appears to be like a stool in one corner, and there's like a huge blast up against that wall. There's a slight silhouette
Oh.
where maybe someone was sitting there. You find some steps leading down into like a cellar area. There's some old spoiled food in here. It smells nasty. But yeah, no signs of any people or anything.
Okay.
But you get the impression from the fireball against the wall upstairs that probably the buildings were searched.
Okay. Dee will end their investigation.
Anything else you want to do before you head off?
Is anything magic?
I don't know, we need to use our detect magic person.
I try and detect some magic.
Nothing, this place is dead. In every sense of the word.
Oops. Yeah. Nothing here to add to my maybe magical stuff collection of little rocks and magic things.
I'm sure there's some nice rocks. Some
Yeah,
of them might
but-
be carbonized people, who knows?
Yeah, but nothing magic here.
Nothing magic.
If Dee knows, or if anybody from the traveling party is from here, Dee would just try and get an idea of the name of the settlement and how many people used to live there, and like make a little marker before we leave.
This is Hackridge. Hackridge.
Okay.
So yeah, Nick, you fashion a little marker. Roll dexterity. Let's see how good that marker be.
Oh, I don't think you mean dexterity.
No, do you have some specific trait for creation?
No, just Dee is incredibly clumsy.
Sleight of hand? Does that help? Oh, that's still dexterity.
Yes, but for some reason, Dee has points in it. Oh, well, obviously because Dee is known to steal things.
That's a trickster.
14.
You make a nice enough little marker for the town, and a few of the people who live there see that you've made this and sort of give you an appreciative nod and a little sort of half smile through the tears.
Thank you for not forgetting the town.
It clearly meant something. You can have inspiration for that.
Now, do you have enough materials to make one of these for every destroyed town we're going to go past in the next 150 towns?
So you head a little further south, rolling on. This time it's not even a full day.
Mm.
You get to another of those big old caves. And, yeah, same again. This one feels like it's got a higher ceiling.
I've got a theory as to what's been going on. It's not Thorson.
No?
It's those unicycling jugglers, and you know the flame jugglers that exist? You know, people
Right.
who juggle flame stuff? I think a unicycling flame juggler has accidentally dropped their flame juggling tools, and oh no, I threw things that were on fire up in the air and they burned the town down. Quick, better unicycle off to safety.
Even though you know that these are towns that were destroyed by Thornton.
Oh, I know this, but one can tell stories along the road.
You can.
I
Everyone,
hope
roll,
it's that, because that's easier for us to fight than Thornton.
everyone roll perception.
Oh, I love it when you tell us to do something like that. Crit!
Are we gonna spot the unicyclists? 16.
19. Wow, we all did well.
You can hear a noise. Like a humming, muttering noise.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh, I really hate bicycles.
It sounds like a lot of people speaking all at once.
Oh no.
Can I? Are we within 30 feet of wherever this noise is coming from?
No.
We head in the general direction of this noise.
You can.
Okay. Because once we get close enough, I want to try using Awakened Mind to read one of their minds to try and work out what's being muttered about through the clutter, is my plan.
You reach out with your awakened mind, try to make a connection, and there doesn't seem to be anything to connect to.
Huh.
Like, you're very aware that you're probably within 30 feet of some part of the source of this noise, but there's no sentience to
Nothing
connect
to
to.
see?
Can I was going to stealth closer just in case it was unfriendly.
You can stealth closer.
Gonna do my best little combat roll. 16, it's not terrible.
It's not. You don't trip over or crack anything. You don't have dark vision though, do you?
Well, I was doing great for 3 seconds there.
So you stealth towards the sound, and now you're standing in the dark. Unless you've got a torch on, I don't know.
That wouldn't be stealthy.
No.
Noticing that this has gone a bit awry,
Dusty's like-
Brilmara's gonna roll stealth to try and join and see what can be seen over
Like
there.
the Dusty just combat rolled into a corner. And it was like, what the fuck do I do now?
I like to think that this is a recognisable response where Brilmara looks over and goes, oh, Dusty's gotten into a situation and doesn't know what to do.
Aww.
We've seen this before.
Aww.
Oh.
Let me go and help.
God,
12 on stealth. It's above average.
Nothing seems to stir as you move closer.
I let Dusty know this via Awakened Mind. I act as Dusty's eyes.
You can see something now.
Oh,
You can see what looks like someone very thin sitting on the floor in that sort of supplicant position, like on their knees, hands and knees, like bent right over touching the floor with their hands
oh yeah,
outstretched.
sort of kneeling in like completely protestated prayer.
Head touching the ground, arms straight out ahead.
Yeah. Okay, it's just one person.
As you look around, you notice that there is more of them.
Okay,
All of them sort of seemingly pointed further down the road from where you are.
can I communicate with any of them with Awakened Mind?
There doesn't seem to be any connection, but they are what is making the sound.
Hello?
No change.
No? Can I tell anything else about them by looking at them, like...
By looking at them,
Yes.
they appear to be charred bodies.
Yeah.
Maybe just bones, even.
But part of my wondering was, like, do any of them have enough clothes or anything for us to tell? Is this likely to be the contemporary inhabitants of the town who were killed here? As opposed to, like, a ghost from 1,000,000 years ago.
And you're staying where you are, or, like, moving around to investigate?
I'll have a look around.
I'm just really hoping it's the consensual necromancer and not something horrible. It's something horrible, isn't it?
Probably.
We are doing what we do.
The more you move through town, the more you notice that there is a slight angle. All of these bodies are pointed towards the centre of town. Like
What,
you
the
can
centre
triangulate
of this town?
You can triangulate that by sort of you've sort of done a little skirt of the outside, not wanting to get like too far in.
Yeah.
And they all appear to be pointing towards the centre of town. Awakened Mind doesn't connect to any of them.
Is anyone else seeing this?
Anyone who's got superior dark vision, unless you want to
Okay.
crack a torch open.
No.
How does Dusty see? Do you just lead Dusty around by the hand most of the time?
Pretty much.
And D? Does
I
D
think,
see in the dark?
I think we have probably a torch. I don't know if Dusty ever thinks... Would Dusty ever think to go get a torch?
I don't think he'd light one without being told he was allowed.
So D is as far as I know, the changeling does not actually adopt the characteristics of the creatures that I shift into. So like I can't grow functional gills, and also I couldn't get dark vision.
Yeah.
So D's actually used to just not seeing or perceiving things and just pretending that they can.
Okay, so is it like Brilmara holds Dusty's hand and D sort of like just puts like just a hand on Dusty's shoulder?
Pretending that they're not being led around.
Yes, no, D would rest their hand on Dusty's shoulder as if to be like, it's okay, when in reality,
I can't see.
oh yes, I'm equally blind.
So, I've got a question about these people pointing toward the centre of town. If I touch one, can I touch them or do I go through them? Are they a ghost
If
or
you
are they
touch it-
physical?
The display falls apart.
Okay.
It's clearly just the charred bones that have been recovered from somewhere.
Oh, okay, so this isn't like ghosts that have appeared in the time we've been here. This is just dead bodies all pointing to the centre of town. Okay.
Yep.
Is there anything in the centre?
If you want to walk that way, you can find out.
I want to go find out what's in the centre.
The closer you get to the centre of town, the louder the sort of muttering chanting gets.
Ugh.
Let's have a perception.
A group percept
9.
12.
12. Damn it.
Are you sure you don't want to have that 22 you rolled afterwards?
I do, but I'm also trying to be fair. Also, D is super blind. So the 12 is more accurate.
Yes, because it would be with disadvantage for you two, unless you want to crack a torch.
No.
You really want us to crack a torch?
Well, you can't fucking see.
One thing would make me
It would
want
be-
to not crack a torch, it's that you keep suggesting it.
The DM tries to be helpful and you're like, this is a ploy.
Evident
A
trap.
trap, a ruse.
A cunning ruse. I'm too smart for your helpful hints.
I realise I've punished you too harshly for months and months and months, and it's all visiting me back now.
We locked the cart.
Did you? Didn't hear you say that.
I'm pretty sure in a previous episode we have stated, if
We
we
always lock-
unless stated otherwise, we lock the cart.
Amongst all the other things, or all the sounds,
Brilmara runs back to the cart just to double check.
it's locked, yeah.
Okay, it's locked. Okay.
The pigs look up, hopefully assuming that you've come back to feed them.
I give them a solitary little carrot each. And then run away back into the darkness to go find my people who require me to see things.
There is a... Oh god, you just ran off and abandoned them in the
I'm
dark.
like,
Just... I can't see anything. I can't see anything. Oh fuck.
well, see, Brilmara wouldn't worry because she assumes that D can see.
Yeah.
It's fine, I'm leaving one of the sighted people here.
So, amongst all of the sounds that you can hear, amongst all of the muttering and chanting from this dead piles of bones everywhere, you hear the phrase, Father of Bones.
I'm very excited about
Not
Father.
Granddaddy.
Hey! Someone got to that way quicker than I was expecting.
I'm horny all the time, okay? My superpower.
You're always ready for Bone Daddy.
There we go. You got some a thing.
Is initiative on its way? I feel like initiative is on its way.
I mean, you still haven't seen anything, apart from all these praying things heading towards the centre of town.
I try and stand in the direct centre of town.
As you approach the very centre of town,
Yeah.
you are struggling not to trip over the constant piles of bones.
Yeah.
And there in the centre of town is this structure made of bones.
Okay.
It appears almost like just spikes pointing up towards the centre of the roof of the cavern, and just surrounded by these piles of bones in the prayer position.
Can we enter the structure?
It doesn't appear to have any form of entrance.
So you're not getting in Daddy today?
What if Daddy got's inside of you?
Oh no.
I mean, it doesn't seem to be doing anyone any harm.
Does it seem to be large enough that we could get inside it? That, like, there could be conceivably something inside it if we made an entrance?
Yes.
I want to break this open. I want to meet Bone Daddy.
Cool.
Does Bone Daddy think? Have you tried brain thinking it?
I tried brain thinking of Bone Daddy.
So we've just abandoned calling it Father of Bones, have we?
Yes. No, that got thrown out as
I
soon
tried
as
to
Bone Daddy
mentally
came up.
communicate with the Father of Bones.
You get the impression that Bone Daddy's asleep.
He must be
Can
tired.
I think really hard at it? Wake up, Bone Daddy!
You're gonna get us all killed. They're not even hostile, they just think you're a dick.
You can't have a name like Father of Bones and not expect someone to occasionally shout, "Wake up, Bone Daddy," at you.
Brilmara,
Yeah.
you're a Duragar.
I'm a
You're only
yeah.
small.
Yeah.
You bash on the side of this bone structure,
Knock, knock, knock.
mentally screaming, "Wake up, Bone Daddy!"
Yeah. Maybe out loud shouting once or twice, "Wake up, Bone Daddy. Let me in, Bone Daddy."
The chanting seems to get louder, and the pile seems to unfold into this huge, horrifying structure with almost butterfly wings or dragonfly wings. And it looks down upon you, and you roll initiative.
Are we about to be punished by Daddy?
Oh. I've seen one of these before.
I've put the Bone Daddy in chat for everyone.
Yeah, I've seen one of these before. What's
Oh,
It's a
why?
Bone Devil.
the... Yeah, Bone Devil. I think there was one in season 6 of Dice Funk, I think.
Oh, that's... Or is that the Guns Puns?
Oh, it might have been
One.
Guns, Puns and Justice. We might have had one.
It looks like it's made of teeth.
Yeah.
I hate it.
It's made of bones.
Its tail is like a spinal column
Yeah, with a big pointy thing at the
with
end.
a scorpion sting on the end.
Yeah.
My hatred of teeth extends to bones.
Hey, Daddy.
Okay, I'm gonna roll initiative. 15.
18.
Crit 24. I'm really ready for Bone Daddy.
You grabbed your ankles and everything.
Oh, goodness.
Bend over for Bone Daddy.
Hopefully I can prevent us getting boned.
The way that you sang that just now made me think more like late 80s, early 90s sitcom.
Bend over for Bone Daddy. Bend over for Bone Daddy.
Yeah, like that.
And there's lots of shots of, like, surprised Bone Daddy just being like,
I'm picturing too many cooks, but with Bone Daddy
Yeah.
now. No.
Oh, you've surprised me.
And then there's, like, shots of some of the corpses. Corpse number 1,012,000. Bone Daddy, Bone Daddy. Brilmara, you're up first.
Oh, shit.
Bone Daddy has made it very clear that they are angry. Daddy mad.
I try and mentally message, "Hey, Bone Daddy, sorry to bother you. What's with all the people, the bone people outside?"
You could join them.
Okay, we don't want to join them. Let me look up my spells. I say in characters. Oh shit, what can I do? Give me a sec.
Bone Daddy just sort of drums on their own arms.
I'm gonna try a brand new spell I've never tried before.
Brilmara's got a brand new spell.
I'm gonna try Hold Monster. Can I get a Wisdom saving throw?
You're going to grab Bone Daddy.
I'm gonna try and...
That's a crit.
Okay, well I do not successfully hold Bone Daddy.
You don't get to hold Bone Daddy.
No, I don't get to hold Bone Daddy. Yeah, I thought I was gonna be okay there, but you real lucked out that one.
Damn
Bone
it.
Daddy does not like to be held.
No. D. Bone Daddy mad.
Can D tell if this is undead?
D can tell very little. It's pitch black, and D can't see.
Okay.
It looks pretty undead. Brilmara will tell you it looks pretty undead. It's made of bones and teeth and bones.
That would involve D asking, which D absolutely will not do.
Brilmara is going to tell you regardless.
Oh my god, it looks undead! Which I say for no reason. I'm
Yeah.
not metagaming.
In case nobody could see.
I mean, Dusty
case
still
anybody-
needs to be told.
Brilmara's shouting this, thinking it's for Dusty, but this is secret. Unbeknownst to Brilmara, this is for Dee.
Right, got you.
Okay.
Dusty, in case you were wondering, it's big and made of bones, and it looks undead.
Okay.
And it's over there, about this many degrees from Dee's position.
So then I have a different question for the DM.
Mhm.
Since my spiritual whip is an actual gift from my deity, can I use
Yeah.
it as a holy symbol?
Yes.
Okay. Then D will hold the whip aloft and use channel divinity to turn undead.
I assume it just deadpans us because it's probably a demon, not undead.
It might. In which case, oh no.
Feels like our kind of bullshit look.
Thanks to 5e's bullshit, it's not actually undead.
Hold it!
Fuck! It's made of bones! That is dead brought back! It's undead!
You sense Calestra just shrug. what do you want me to do here?
That was a great first round of combat here.
It's like Callistra looks up to the FaceTime call and just kind of decline.
No, I'm good. Send it to voicemail.
Dusty, can you help us?
Dusty, you're going to have disadvantage on everything because you can't see.
Does it help if Brilmara explains, like, distance and
No.
angle? No.
Does Aurora move on my turn?
Yes.
The Dancing Lights cantrip has up to a minute, and it's a cantrip, so let's be honest, you just cast it every minute. Can Aurora use Dancing Lights so that I've got a fighting chance of seeing?
Is it hypnotic?
It's for torch-sized lights that can appear as torches, lanterns, glowing orbs that hover in the air for the duration.
Yes, you have 4 sources of light jiggling around. What do they look like?
They are 4 different coloured auroras, just not her usual flit.
Oh, fairy dragon lights.
Yeah, they're fairy dragon lights. Just sort of drifting around. A little bit glittery, very, very pretty.
Bone Daddy appears unmoved by your new decor. Bone Daddy, however, is going to take a swing at Brilmara with a claw. That's a 25.
That's gonna hit.
12 slashing damage.
Ooh. Ouch.
And a 27.
That's gonna hit.
That's 12 slashing damage.
Okay.
We're back to Brilmara. How are you
Okay.
doing?
I'm doing alright. This thing isn't undead, which means I can use my big hitty spell on it that I didn't think I'd be able to use because I thought it was undead. I'm going to use Blight. Blight's a fun spell. It's not an undead or a construct, so I'm fine. Constitution saving throw.
22.
You're still going to take half damage, even with a success?
Mhm.
15 damage still. That's a lot of low rolls on those Blight dice. Ouch.
It's low and average, like not even one high. That's just-
Bloody hell. I thought you were
Yeah.
rolling d6s. That's d8s.
No, a 4 out of 8 was the highest dice roll I got out of 8 dice rolled.
Ah,
8d8s.
Yeah,
that's just sad.
so that's 15 damage. That's some.
That certainly is a start.
Everyone else has died.
D.
So, do the fairy dragons give light, like...
Yes.
Okay.
You can see the combat zone.
I can see Bone Daddy.
You can see Bone Daddy. You can see all of the bodies on the floor
Yeah.
praying to Bone Daddy.
Okay, so then, considering how hard this thing is hitting, D will use their other charge of Channel Divinity for Divine Strike,
Mhm.
which will add 1d8 poison damage to the Spiritual Whip. 10. Damn it.
That does not hit.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Dusty!
Is fuming.
I can imagine.
Romaro was trying to talk to it, and it slapped her one. Twice. Dusty is going to crack out one of his rages.
Just cracking one out
Just casually cracking one out.
in the middle of combat.
Cracking one out in the direction of Bone Daddy.
I've got 6 seconds to crack one out.
And Dusty is going to try and put Bone Daddy's shin through. Does a 26 and a 23 hit?
Both of those hit.
Nice.
Hooray!
So that's 12 and 14.
Can I get a dexterity roll from you, please, Dusty?
14.
As you're running up to Bone Daddy, you're quite heavy-footed, and you're stepping, just crushing skulls and bones as you go past. Some of those are a bit more dusty than perhaps they were before.
Yay, puns.
That brings us back to Bone Daddy, who is now very cross with somebody else. That someone being Dusty. 12
No, thank you.
and a 19.
I mean, if you have to.
5 damage.
Have that. Is it slashing? Yeah.
It is slashing out. And they're going to swing their tail at you as well. 21.
Mm-hmm.
I need a Constitution saving throw.
21.
You have avoided getting poisoned, but you take 13 piercing damage.
Have that.
Brilmara, you.
Fuck it, I'm trying blight again. I want to hit this thing real hard. Go on. Constitution.
10.
Oh, I get to do all the big damage now. 44 damage.
Fucking hell.
Hooray! I did it a big hit.
You did.
I don't get to do that again for a while, but I did it a big hit.
Nice work.
Bam!
Head pats all round. D, what you gonna do?
Hopefully not miss.
Don't recommend it.
The whip. Ooh, crit. Lovely.
Nice. Go for it.
12.
If it had blood, you'd say it looks bloodied.
Hooray.
Dusty lad.
Dusty? Dusty mad.
Dusty mad.
Yeah. Someone hit Dusty's missus. Dusty's not standing for that. Oof, 9 and a 10 I guess he is.
Double miss.
Can Dusty sit for it?
Let's find out. 16
No.
and a 27.
Okay.
Close. 9 slashing damage. Brilmara!
I gotta do something else now, don't I?
Your boyfriend's getting slashed about.
I'm gonna try and cast Witch Bolt. 10. Does 10 hit?
Funnily enough, it does not.
Funnily enough, it doesn't. Okay, well, that's my turn.
D.
Whippica. Nope. 8.
That does not hit.
He's like 25-75 with the whip. Like, when they hit really well, and then they don't. A lot.
I like to imagine that D's very good at not hurting people with a whip. It connects, but it's not for pain.
Yeah, it's all
It's for pleasure.
Exactly. Turns out they don't match 1-to-1, applying whip skills to combat for pleasure.
No, I'm afraid not. I'm sure if you head to Castle Twilight, they'll probably teach you better skills in both directions, whatever you're into. Dusty,
Just me?
just thou.
Just thine. Dusty is going to continue growling and being angry. Rawr! Dare it, my fucking missus! I'll break your fucking kneecaps! Is swinging up at the kneecaps. I assume that they're pretty high up relative to Dusty, but he's going for the kneecaps.
Smash those kneecaps.
10. 20.
20 hits.
That is 9 to kneecaps.
9 to kneecaps. Given all the other damage that's been done, that kneecap just shatters.
Bollocks to you and your kneecap.
Oh,
Oh,
That kneecap shatters, and the wings on its back spread, and there is a great gust that pushes you all back about 15 feet, and Bone Daddy lifts off the ground, arms raised, one leg just dangling slightly, the other one missing an end bit.
oh dear.
And around you there is a stirring. The skeleton parts start to rise up around you. These charred skeletal.
I'm assuming vampire rules. If we take this one out, the rest of them will stop.
If you've got the ranged weapons for it, sure. It's out of melee range. Upwards.
I got Witch Bolt. I'll just snap up.
Go for it. So that's Bone Daddy's. Brilmara, you are set upon by a couple of charbroiled skeletons. 17.
That does hit.
12 damage.
Okay.
Punches you square in the face. Well, that's 2 skeletons having
Okay.
at you.
Is it my turn?
No.
No.
Dusty is going to be set upon by a couple of skeletons. 11 and 8. So I'm guessing that does nothing. You're just sort of clawed at a bit.
Oh, this is a mild inconvenience at best.
Right. D, one comes up and grabs you by the shoulder.
Not the traditional position, no.
21.
Yeah.
9 damage.
Ow.
Brilmara.
I'm gonna try and Witch Bolt up in the sky. I feel like if we can deal with the one up there, that's gonna deal with the problem down here.
It's swooping above you. Swoop, swoop.
16, does that hit?
No.
No.
Nope.
Just laser indiscriminately into the air.
Maybe one day I'll get to hit something with a spell. Oh.
You hit 2 really big hits.
I know, but Witch Bolt never hits anything. With a +7 or whatever, it never hits.
Aww.
I've never known a spell have such a good modifier and miss so frequently.
Yeah, but you only rolled a 9 on it.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
It just seems to roll low every time.
I seem to be incapable of rolling a number that is sufficient to Witch Bolt anyone.
Damn, you roll 20. D.
Me. So I looked carefully over, and it's a good thing that D did not hit with Divine Strike, because now Turn Undead can actually do things.
Assuming these are undead and not just demons somehow.
That's a 5 for the wisdom saving throw.
Excellent.
Very definitely undead. Like dead, but not. Okay, so all but 2 of them. Fucking hell. All but 2 of them fuck off. And the other two are like, hey guys, where you going?
Hey!
Father of Bones, Father of Bones, Father Bones, Father Bones,
Bone Daddy!
Bone Daddy. Come on, guys.
Father of Bones is more chantable. Father of Bones, Father of Bones.
Bone Daddy, Bone Daddy, Bone Daddy, Bone Daddy,
I'm
Bone
just
Daddy,
imagining
Bone Daddy,
both
Bone
in
Daddy,
unison.
Bone Daddy, Bone Daddy, Bone Daddy, Bone Daddy.
Bone Daddy, Father of Bones.
Oh my
If you
goodness.
two fucking summon something, swear to God, I do not have time for that.
Do you want to summon a bone demon? Because that's how you do it.
Do you want bone demons? Because this is how you get bone
We were like
demons.
3 stanzas away from the demon arising.
Apart from two of them who now look very confused somehow with no facial features. Yeah, they just fuck off.
Excellent.
That's scuppered that, huh?
Little bit, sorry.
That's fine. You are up, Dusty.
Okay. So I think since getting like absolutely blown down by Bone Daddy, that's probably helped Dusty work off his rage. So instead, he is going to cast Dust Devil.
A 5-foot cube at a range of 60 feet. So I assume you're putting it in the middle of Bone Daddy?
Yeah, so Dusty is going to summon a tiny little sandstormy, whirlwindy, right in the middle of Bone Daddy. Heartburn, but for skeletons. You need to make a strength saving throw, or you take 1d8 and get thrown 10 feet.
That's a 12.
Ooh, 16.
Nice. So Bone Daddy takes...
1d8 bludgeoning damage and is pushed 10 feet away. So that, 8.
Well done. Bone Daddy is pushed slightly higher up. Bone Daddy takes this opportunity to raise yet more skeletons out of the pile, since apparently his army's just wandered off.
Oh no.
Brilmara, you're going to take some damage, potentially.
If I could just not, that would be great.
That would be great.
17, 7, 25.
Oh, why am I getting 3 things attacking me now?
Because there's more skeletons this time.
We got rid of so many skeletons.
You did!
Okay.
Do you have any idea how many bodies are in this city?
Okay, so 1 attack hits me. What am I getting hit with?
6 damage. You, a 13, a 6, and a 25 as you are beset.
No to the first 2 and 1 yes to the last one.
That's an 8
Ow.
damage. You'll be fine. Dusty lad! Oh, they're coming for you.
Ooh,
28, 9, 16, 6,
I'll take one of them.
22.
I'll take 2 of them, I guess.
10 damage and 22 damage. These skeletons punching unreasonably hard.
That's okay. Dusty is going to take a bite back out of one of them using Biting Rebuke as a reaction.
Mhm.
You need to make a Wisdom against 16 or be frightened.
That's a 14. One of the skeletons is frightened.
And it takes 6 damage.
It turns to dust.
Tasty.
You punch it into dust.
I am fortified by this.
You are, somehow.
It's encouraging.
You are now some % other people. Aren't we all, ultimately? Brilmara, we're back to you. How them zappy hands?
Let's try Zappy Hand.
Zap zap. Zap zappy.
19. Does 19 hit?
That is the perfect amount of hit.
Okay, wonderful. I can do some guaranteed damage some turns in a row now. Yay. 12 damage.
That's a good amount of damage, well done. Bone Daddy, it's not looking good.
Do you want to tell your friends to back off, Bone Daddy?
Bone Daddy does not appear to want to tell their friends to back off. D.
Me being magnanimous and not because D has suffered an owie.
Oh no.
D will cast Mass Healing Word.
Ooh.
7.
The party gets 7 health each, and the 3 skeletons that were surrounding you just crumble to dust.
Oh.
Did you say grumble to dust?
That sounds more like a
Grumbling
thing
and
I
dust
would do.
is Dusty's job.
That's how you're going to die, Nick. You're just going to grumble to death.
It's funny because it's true. We're all just going to grumble to death. Fucking bollocks.
But especially me.
Hey, I'm going to be right there with you.
Yay.
Muttering incoherently under my breath. Dusty lad, now 4% other people. Now fortified with bones and charcoal.
I'd like to imagine that Dusty's sort of dusty skin colour has changed ever so slightly.
A little bit darker. You're more stealthy.
Extra stealth.
You got
DM.
more carbon in you.
I do got more carbon in me. I hear that is a good reinforcing material in certain situations.
Carbonated Dusty. The effervescent Dusty.
Dusty has nothing of note at range, so he is just going to focus on trying to splatter down some skeletons. 13 and a 21.
Both hit.
7 and a 9.
Dusty, tell me about doing this really cool spin around attack.
Who's in worse shape? Is it D or Brilmara?
Comparatively,
Yeah, so I'm on 27.
37. Definitely Brilmara.
Okay. Dusty is going to charge towards Brilmara, arm outstretched, and with his offhand he's going to catch hold of Brilmara and do the little dip and kiss as he does a big twirl and splatters all of the skeletons that were grouping round her. And then just boop.
All of the ones around you, all of the ones around Brilmara. There's now just a shower of dust. There's a really beautiful bullet time shot as you just go around, grasp Brilmara, holding your weapon out with one arm and just swinging it around and just watching it collide with skulls as they just shatter to dust.
Aw.
It's very cinematic. Some soft music plays. Hit Bone Daddy. Bone Daddy's going to swoop upon the cuteness.
Oh shit, I forgot to damage Bone Daddy as well.
Oh yeah, sorry, we need your Dust Devil.
Save again, 16 for that.
19.
So he doesn't get blown back, but does take 3 damage.
Bone Daddy comes sweeping down upon the two of you, just claws slash. 23 to Dusty,
Hits.
12 to Dusty,
Doesn't hit.
10 slashing damage,
Oh, no, I don't have 69 hit points.
26 to Brilmara, 24 to Brilmara.
Those are going to hit me.
That's 10 slashing damage,
Yep.
and another 10 slashing damage.
Okay, I am alive. Thank you very much for the healing, D.
Haha.
I would not be alive if not for that.
Oh dear.
D is the only one with skeletons still. 17
No.
out of 5.
Nope.
I guess you're good. Brilmara! Poor fragile Brilmara, shuddering in your boyfriend's arms.
Witch bolt. Gonna continue that bolt going. I get to just do the damage. 18 damage. Zappy zappy. Yay, I hit a thing.
Yeah, you did.
So it's coming down for another swoop, and you're just like, fuck you! Zappy damage! And as it's about to just claws just about to touch your face, the witch bolt connects and you just dust.
That's
And
fine.
all the skeletons drop to the floor.
I like to think there is about the distance between me and the skeleton as there would be if I was doing one of those plasma balls. It's just a little layer of glass in between. It's like, zap, 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 zap.
It's raining dust.
That was a person once, it's raining dust.
You're breathing people.
Oh no.
Yum. Ugh.
Congratulations. You've defeated Daddy.
We put Daddy in his
We
place.
have overcome Daddy.
Put Daddy in the corner. You've come over Daddy. Overcome Daddy, yes.
This is more than I've wanted to hear the word daddy in forever.
It's gonna stop sounding like a word.
Oh, it already has for me.
Oh, Daddy. Well done. You have solved my Bone Daddy. With all your new skills, and you've shown much love for each other. Meeting up with the rest of the people. Is D gonna fashion another one of those little markers?
Yes, and try and not think too much about the fact that we desecrated a lot of corpses.
We undesecrated them.
Well, I mean, is it desecrating them? What's more of a desecration? Forcing them to worship Bone Daddy, or turning them into dust and letting them be?
That's true.
Indeed. We will mark this town Bone Town.
The bone zone.
All the people that previously lived here are like, well, that's not really what I thought of this town as, but okay, I guess I'm from Bone Zone.
It's Bone Town, but it's written as Boneton. But everyone knows what you mean. Congratulations! I hope you had fun in Bone Town.
Bone Town happened. We survived. We
Survive
survived.
Bone Town.
I have health left.
You do. You have at least a 7 health.
Exactly a 7 health.
And Dusty has acquired a whole +1 to stealth
Oh, heck.
Yay.
from absorbing all that carbon.
And a slightly charred scent.
Yeah.
No, you're activated charcoal. You're good.
Yay.
Yeah, but, don't lick Dusty when you're on antidepressants or anything, because they might stop working.
Does that happen?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to be really careful about charcoal.
I see.
Yeah, those...
With lots of
You
medication.
know what Halloween sometimes you see there's, like, activated charcoal toothpastes and milkshakes and stuff that has been made turn black with charcoal?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you shouldn't consume, like, brush your teeth with the activated charcoal or consume any of the weird Halloween products if you're on SSRI antidepressants, because it'll stop them being absorbed.
I think it's also true for other medications
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
there are birth control. Birth
Yeah.
control medication famously won't work properly if you... people have gotten pregnant because they brushed their teeth with activated charcoal toothpaste.
This has been your public health warning, everybody.
Yeah.
Well,
Activated charcoal is specifically given to people who have overdosed in hospital to stop them absorbing stuff.
It's true. Thank you very much for joining us, everyone. I'm Jane. I've been the mistress of this dungeon. You can find me at streamerlinks.com/Janiac. That's JANEIAC. Nick, who plays D, can be found on Twitter, Twitch, and Stream as @TheNickFlair. That's Nick without a K, or at storieswithnick.blog. That's Nick with a K that time. Phoenix, who plays Dusty, can be found on Twitter as Phoenix2Hill, and Laura, who plays Brilmara, can be found on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Patreon, pretty much everywhere else, Instagram, I think, as Laura K. Buzz. If you're interested in reading a book written by Laura and I, head on over to unbound.com/books/whale to learn about Who Hunts the Whale, a definitely satirical book about someone who gets their dream job in the video game industry, but finds it's not all they'd hoped for. See you again sometime. Oh, bye.
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 bye.